here. They make the tackle just outside the end. First and goal from the 1.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Okay, ready? Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was payday.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
LSU right back to the line. Now on the counter. Keeps the legs moving. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under. They'll snap it from the 25 here on second and long. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over him.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Here's the handoff. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Finds the tight end. Oh, look out, there he goes! Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
It's caught. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite play.
Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kentucky. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. LSU quick to the line.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. First down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Give to the running back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn. James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the run.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse. You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. And that pass picked off. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Feeling some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What can't you say about how dominant this guy has been each and every week? He's making a case for the Heisman Trophy. He's making a case for every major college football award. He's making a case to be the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft. That's now his 20th sack of the season.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Looking for blockers. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to... calm them down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Makes the catch. It's Galladay. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Excellent field position here for the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. He caught it. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line gets set. 1st down. Takes a snap. Wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Hicks. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
He lets one fly deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll run play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Tigers are rolling down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. A strike downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Hand off from the shotgun. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quick release by the QB. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They get suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Looking downfield, it's Sims. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Trying to get to him. Fires to the big fella. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry up. Got his man quickly. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's got his man. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get 1 more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Got his man! Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab down the left side. He's loose. The 10. Touchdown, Auburn. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 10 over Fresno State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and he's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Working the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definite.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. It's complete, and he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Auburn! And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The run from the shotgun. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This will likely be the last play of the half. Defense playing a bail technique. Oh, he makes the catch. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears, he has a knack for finding gaps in the defense, and I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
And the Tigers will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on this. You might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Using his legs, it's Galladay. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Auburn lines up quickly. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Using the quick game. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
He's back to throw on second down. They'll run the screen. Runs through a tackle. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
But I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. He's going up top. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And I like the throw. I like him understanding I'm getting man coverage. The sideline is my friend. I can't miss inside where that guy's chasing him. Throws it right on the corner route. Great job. Get a nice positive gain.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible. throughout the season, but this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse. Sends it downfield. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This drive at their own 48. Off the play fake on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
It'll be a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catches it at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The give to Davis. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really get... Gonna take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Sims. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's right on target. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Tigers are on the move. They'll run it. Touchdown, Auburn! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to the back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. It's complete to the left. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a first down.
To the air on 1st down. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. On the ground with the counter. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up.
Brings up second down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
To kick it off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking to pass. It's Sims. Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50.
It's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown Tigers! And the route is on. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll ride Davis here. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Fires to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Hauls it in. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Tigers are flying down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Auburn! And the punishment has been extended. That score pushes us out to a comfortable. Oh, so close to a 10-game winning streak. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
LSU 10.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Finds his man. It's Hicks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that ball is picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page. And they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Sims. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man. Like a...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to... the time away. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The give to Davis. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily...
First time I'm at home, not in the rain.
after this one, but I do
My
think
team
this coaching
decided to
staff, David, really
play
has to be
regular
honest with
game.
themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working, and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Gets it out fast. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to move it through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. On the move at the 30. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for a big play downfield.
No way!
Incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Now 2nd and 10.
Ball hit him in the back, bro. That's crazy.
They'll ride Davis here. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. The play action fake. He's going to fire deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's not afraid to go deep.
Oh, let's go!
For a touchdown, this is an absolute
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
You
Him,
knew
kid.
this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for